and now I'm lucky enough to have him beside me for the competition tonight. Welcome, Daniel. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks, Troy. I am very, very excited. I can honestly tell you I've been waiting for this night for the last 2 years.
Well, it's going to be a great night. We have seen such progression in the sport of freestyle soccer, and these athletes have really taken it in the last 2 years to a completely different level. What can we expect to see this evening on that stage?
We can see some of the best football action you will ever see in your life. This is the best of the best. There's nothing that tops this.
All right, and right now we're getting a real quick look at our jury. We've got Soufiane Touzani from Holland. He's a country mate of yours.
Yes.
You know this guy?
That's right, Troy. Soufiane is a true legend among freestylers. He is one of the first. He's a pioneer, and he's well respected within the community.
That's on the far right-hand side there. He's going to be taking care of the overall impression by these athletes, these freestylers, or we're calling them ballers occasionally. We also have Eric Scholander, otherwise known as Pale. Hee Young Woo, Mr. Woo from Korea out there. Omar Matsias rocks right. He is a b-boy guy, and he's going to be taking a look at the style. And we are going to take a look at the breakdown here for our first set of battles. This is the ladies. The first time we're going to have ladies in a world final. Kitty Saz going up against Laura Biondo, Lala, and Melody Duché going up against Lisa Sumouche, who is the youngest competitor here at just 13 years old, which is amazing. So there we see our first two ladies that will come out onto the stage, Kitty Shash and Laura Biondo, otherwise known as Lala. Kitty representing Hungary and Laura representing Venezuela.
That's right, Troy. Kitty is actually the favorite in this battle. She's up against the local favorite because although Laura is from Venezuela, she lives in Italy. It's going to be a really, really exciting battle.
All right, well, we've got a little bit of local flavor coming from far away, and you know that the audience is going to be behind her. Talk about that a little bit before we get into the action with these ladies. How much does that audience support really bring you to the next level as an athlete?
It's very important. You have to feel the atmosphere in the arena. And especially for these two ladies, this is the first time they ever make it to a world stage.
All right, well, here we go with Kitty.
Kitty is starting off with a hop to world combo, where she swings her legs around the ball.
Never ceases to amaze me the amount of control that these athletes, that these freestylers have over the ball. She gives the ball a kiss. That's something that she's been very well known for. Pretty much every picture we've seen of her has been her giving the ball a kiss.
Yeah, she's been working a lot on her upper moves.
Now, if you were paying close attention there, you would have heard a whistle in the background, ladies and gentlemen watching us live here. That indicates that the baller or the athlete has to pass the ball off. In this 3 minutes that they have to impress the judges, they do it in 30-second blocks. So basically, the rules are quite simple. 3 minutes, 2 players, 1 ball, and that's how it goes.
Oh, she goes there for the Yusuke stall, invented by Yusuke from Japan. Very nice blocking tricks by Kitty.
You talked about Kitty being one of the favorites here, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee you a spot in the final or in the next round, because anything can happen out there.
Absolutely. You can be the best in practice, but when the spotlight is on, it's a completely different ballgame.
And look at the background there. Fantastic. It is a full house tonight. The arena here holds about 2,000 people in the stands and another 500 or so on the floor. So we're talking about nearly 3,000 people in the stadium itself, and then we've got a big screen out on the plaza where we're expecting up to 10,000 people to be watching and enjoying this World Final 2012.
She's going for the crowd pleaser, the handstand. There we go. You can see that Laura really loves to be on stage. She's enjoying all the attention.
Right now, Kitty in the middle of a set of sit-downs. Great control of the ball.
Very nice Abdullah to a freeze.
Wow.
We're going towards the last 30 seconds of the first battle.
This is the all-important spot. I mean, you know, you can start the battle off and be strong, but if you got the finish, you've got a slight advantage here because you're the last thing that the judges see before that competition stops.
Yeah, that's right, Troy. Laura's getting into battle mode. Very nice.
That's a nice exit. I like that style. He left it with a couple of seconds to go. That shows a lot of confidence on her side, knowing that she's had a pretty good set. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not a judge, and I don't have the expertise to say one or the other, but that's a real tough call between these two ladies. Now, you've judged, and
it's actually a really tough call. If I had to decide, I still would go for Kitty on this one.
We've got 5 judges. We showed you the 4 earlier on with Sufjan Zuzani, Eric Sjolander, Young Woo, and Omar Martius, otherwise known as Rocks, right? But we also have a very special judge here for the ladies, and that is Pippo Igazzi. He is a superstar judge here. There he is right there. And we're seeing the decisions right now. So we've got 2 for Kitty, 1 for Lala. It's got to be 3 out of 5. Oh, Kitty takes it. That is a good run for Kitty. So you made the call there. The favorite Kitty, the more technical style, it was a little bit better. So Kitty Zas goes to the next round. She will be competing in the final. And we're going to move on to our next semifinal here with Melody Duché from France going up against a 13-year-old, or 13-year-young in this case, Lisa Zimouche.
Yeah, you're right. Lisa is only 13, but you're not going to see it when she comes into the stage. She has a very good stage presence, and yeah, she's loving it. Look at her attitude.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Melody is looking a bit tense there.
I was watching Melody during the qualification round yesterday, and she's quite technical, but she doesn't throw a lot of flair into her sets, which is a little unfortunate.
Well, sometimes she's trying a bit too hard. She puts a lot of pressure on herself. She starts really strong with some side-to-side stalls around the moon.
Well, I can understand that pressure. I mean, there's a lot of great ballers coming from France. One of the best in the world is Sian, who is or was world champion back in 2008. So, I mean, you know,
you can almost say
the French nation.
Yes, that's right. Melody is representing Street Style Society. It's the same crew of Sian.
Wow, look at Lisa Zimouche, the 13-year-old from Algeria. One small mistake right there. That's something that the judges are going to notice, and that might be youth playing a role here. Oh, now I take my words back there. Melody throwing some style in after all. Soul stall, bringing it right back. Really nice. I'm going to say this one time for the guys in the truck. Outstanding, and that's going to be it for me tonight. Wow. This is a bit of a contentious point right here. We saw Lisa use her hand to draw the ball back in so it wouldn't get away. And actually that is considered an illegal move, using the hand, unless you're setting up for a trick. So
exactly.
She might get docked a few points for that.
That's right. You can start off spinning the ball with your hand, but besides that, it's not allowed to use your hands within the battle.
Getting the showmanship aspect out there.
For both girls, this is a tough battle because they actually train together.
Now, if you notice there, Melody did a tag with the hand as well, but then she sort of washed it into a nice move, so you could almost say that she faked it like she wanted to do that to get it into another move, and that's something that the judges also appreciate, I imagine.
Exactly. It's the art of covering up a mistake. A lot of guys and girls, like you see, are very good at that. If you make a mistake, do it with a smile. Very nice clipper.
e quindi 10 secondi per Melody per aiutare a portare il pubblico con i giudici per questa seconda semifinale.
That was a very good combo of Melody.
Good finish by Melody. Tough call for the judges. I don't even want to wade into this one. Let's analyze this a little bit here as we check out some of the action in slow-mo.
Melody is using the fact that she's a girl in a very nice way. She's playing with the crowd, looking at her opponent, and kind of trying to intimidate her.
Although I have to say, Lisa doesn't look too intimidated the way that she got back on that ball right after that and just went for it.
No, she doesn't. She knows how to play the game.
All right, so we're waiting on the judge's decision here. Let's see how it goes and who is going to go to the final. Melody gets 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a full pull for Melody from France. So there we go. Melody Donche, excuse me, is going to go to the final against Kitty Schacht.
Per cui Melody Donche, Francia sale in finale, la finale sarà Kitty Schacht, Ungheria contro Melody Donche, Francia. Per adesso ne facciamo rivedere un attimo, andiamo a presentarvi un altro dei protagonisti di questa serata e facciamo sentire la sua vibe, il suo blues, la sua scelta. Fate un applauso per DJ Max Frezzoni. Di più, fratello.
All right, well, there you go. We see our two winners from the semis, Kitty and Melody. They're moving on to the final. And this is a historic moment, actually, for these ladies because it's the first time ever that there is going to be a women's world final. 2012 is a year of firsts for a lot of things, and it's fantastic to see the ladies coming out and battling. And I can imagine that in maybe 2-3 years, we're going to see this mixed up so that the ladies are going to be right there with the guys because this is not a sport of strength or power. This is a sport of skill, balance, and technique, and I think that the ladies have that in spades.
I totally agree with you. I also think that this will be a big inspiration for the girls that are actually watching this to start training, to get up here and show their skills.
Now this is where the audience gets a little bit of a treat. DJ in the house throwing it down for us. And we're going to take a look at some of the super slow-mo action here from the first two, or rather the semi-finals. So there we see Melody.
Like you see Lisa's walking around her like a real b-boy attitude.
And there is a lot of that attitude and even that style from the b-boy here because it is a freestyle sport. B-boy was born in the streets and a way of battling other crews. So, I mean, we can see a lot of the influence there, and this is also one of the reasons why we have Rox, right, who has competed at the BC1 and is a b-boy himself, so he can really attest to how the style should be out there in this very street-oriented art.
Exactly. Even though he's not a baller himself, he does know what is good and what's not good, and he knows how to recognize good style.
All right, so we're waiting just to see Kitty and Melody come out onto the stage, and we will have a final for you coming up shortly. The first time ever that we're going to have a women's Red Bull Street Style World Final competition. So we're going to crown a women's world champion today in just about a minute. So Kitty Schacht going up against Melody Donche. Hungary versus France.
Finale mondiale Lecce, la prima pista giudica il titolo. Di più.
Two fairly different styles, these ladies here. What's your call on this one?
This is going to be a very, very difficult one because both girls have a completely different type of freestyle and both are very good in their own kind.
All right,
Kitty's
time
going to
is
start
running.
off with a combo.
3 minutes, 2 players, 1 ball. And Kitty Shash has a bit of an egregious position to start things off here. It's tough to be the first baller out there and have to run the 30-second block to start things off.
Yeah, you're right. You feel the pressure. Kitty's starting off really strong.
Uh-oh.
There we go. The crowd loves this stuff.
And she cleaned that really nicely out. I mean, she finished off that block before the whistle went, and she had the ball pass already there. That's a really big sign of confidence that you've got your routine really well practiced, and that she did it in those 30 seconds is perfect. Great flexibility and strength by Melody Donche. Uh-oh. Let the ball get away from her. That's going to cost her.
Starting off with some around the world. Tonori clutch. Yeah. That is a very hard trick.
Good pass, and again, 30 seconds, perfect. The judges are going to have to be looking for the mistakes here, not the tricks that they're doing.
It's all about the details. She's getting into battle mode by doing the same trick as Kitty did.
Tit for tat. Saved by the bell, sort of, kind of. Not really clean, though. I think that's not exactly the way she wanted it. Kitty pretty much is dominating this one as I see it.
So far, yeah. She's doing some hyper souls. She's going for the soul spin.
So far, that's the only time that Kitty's been a little bit beyond the bell. And Melody gets the last 30 seconds, and she really wants this.
Very difficult trick. I wish I could do this one.
A kip up. Oh, with the ball in control. Fantastic. What a great finish. Unfortunately, she couldn't get that last catch, but she wants to have it. She does it outside of the time. The judges aren't going to be allowed to count that one, but at least she did it for herself. And I think that's also important for confidence. My guess would be this one's going to go to Kitty. She just had cleaner blocks there all in all.
I totally agree with you on this one. I think Melody made quite a few mistakes, and yeah, I think Kitty's gonna win.
Great ball control right there by Melody. Even if she doesn't get this World Championship title tonight, I think we're going to see a lot of really good action from her in future. And there we see right now Pipo Ingazzi, the only player in history to score in the Champions League finals, the European Soccer Cup, and the Club World Cup all in the same year. An absolute star here in Italy. And he's going to be coming down to the stage to celebrate with these ladies and to present the trophy to our new world champion for the ladies in Red Bull Street Style Freestyle Soccer.
Yeah, I think no matter what's going to happen, I think both girls can be very, very proud to be here today.
And so they should be.
In questo momento, ragazzi, l'unico a sapere qualcosa è Pipo, per cui sentiamo un po' di suspense.
All right, here we go. Lora with the decision. A lot riding on this.
Vincitrice del titolo mondiale di Red Bull Street Style 2012 di Lecce.
There we go.
We have a winner.
Itzi from Hungary is your new women's Red Bull Street Style World Champion. My goodness gracious, did we just witness that or what?
She totally deserved this one.
Melody looking fully disappointed, but I think that she knows in her heart that she didn't have the clean and really controlled blocks that she needed to go up against Kitty in this case.
Absolutely. I think she knows it. Kitty has been training extremely hard for this competition.
That was a good finish right there for Kitty as she passed off the ball. And even though the advantage in the last block of 30 seconds went to Melody, she just didn't capitalize on it as much as I think she could have. And even if she had done an absolutely fantastic last block, just overall, it wasn't as clean as Kitty's run. So we have a proud new champion from Hungary, and she will be definitely looking to defend that title down the road.
Adesso del 2012 abbiamo già detto che ci sono state 2 finali, 2008 e 2010. Nel 2008 eravamo a San Paolo del Brasile, nel 2010 con una cornice incredibile dove era Kay.
All right, we are going to take a quick look back to 2010, the last time that we had a world final, and that was in Cape Town, South Africa. You were there, you competed, you made it all the way to the quarterfinals up against this man right here, actually.
That's right.
He, unfortunately, in this case for you, beat you and moved on against Azun in the final, and that's what we're looking at right now. And both these guys just battled like crazy. I mean, it was such a fantastic final between these two.
Yeah, sorry, Troy, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm just joking. It was a fantastic experience.
And you can see here Azun with fantastic ball control, really quick feet, and some really nice moves by Camalio. Just unfortunate that the ball got away from him at the end. Big discussion by the judges at the time, and Azun ended up taking that world title then. And he has been the guy, the defending champion, coming into this event. A lot of expectations that I think more than anything, he placed a lot of pressure on himself coming to Lecce here for the 2012 World Final. And yeah, unfortunately for Azun, it didn't work out the way that he wanted to. We won't be seeing him competing in the finals today. But what a fantastic athlete. And I'm sure that he's going to take this as a lesson, go back and go, okay, look, you know what? It's a game. It's fun. I put too much pressure on myself. And yeah, I mean, he's going to come back strong. I believe it.
Yeah, Azun is a fantastic, good person, good freestyler. But I think he knew he wasn't the best, and no, I think he's going to train hard to make a good comeback.
Yeah, I mean, for a big guy, he's one of the biggest guys out there. You know, he's almost 2 meters tall, and for a big guy, he's got incredibly fast legs, really fast legs. So let's hear from him right now about what he has to say. We can see here, that was the one mistake that he made in that run that just didn't work out.
So many high expectations. So yeah, the pressure was too high for me this time.
This time. Prophetic words from Azun. We'll see at the next World Final. But in the meantime, we have to focus on this 2012 Red Bull Street Style World Final. And with Azun out of the running here, we've got a whole rack of guys that are just chomping at the bit to get that top spot. And one of them is actually Sian Gagné, who is a champion. In the meantime, we are making a quick player change, or a judge change in this case, and our superstar Filippo Ingazzi is being replaced by Fabio Cannavaro. And absolutely an Italian superstar. He is well suited to pick a champion here if anyone is. He won the FIFA World Cup in 2006 with Italy, still holds the record for most appearances with the national team at 136, so we're glad to have him in the mix here. Italian and European Player of the Year in 2006, so really nice to throw him into the judges' booth, and he'll be taking care of creativity tonight. And he is going to be watching a lot of really fantastic athletes. We're going to float on down to the athletes area and see who it is that he's going to be keeping a close eye on as we get into the round of 16 coming up very soon, as he's having a quick chat with Mr. Wu there, who is one of our judges. Mr. Wu taking care of the control judging category.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Wu is a real old school juggler, and he knows absolutely what he's talking about. He's been freestyling for over 20 years.
Fabio Cannavaro getting a huge round of applause from the fans here in Lecce. Fantastic star power right there in our judges box for this event. And such a young event drawing in huge stars like that and like Edgar Davids. I mean, it's just fantastic, and that tells you a lot about the popularity of the sport of freestyle soccer.
Yeah, that's it. And they might even think, I wish I could do all that.
Well, I mean, it's true, and he even said in the press conference earlier that there are a lot of guys out there in the soccer world or in the football world that are incredibly talented, but that can't even do near the things that the athletes here are doing, and he's just impressed by it.
Yeah, we freestylers usually say this is the beautiful side of football.
Well, that's absolutely true. So let's take a look at the roster for the upcoming battles. Battle number 1 is going to be Takura going up against Camalio. Camalio very strong, but Takura, wow, I mean, this kid is amazing with that backflip catch. I think that's just going to be an incredible battle right there. I'm also looking forward to seeing Avalos going up against Daniel, the different Daniel in this case, because I am Canadian and Avalos is also Canadian. Andrew Henderson up against Tobias Brandt, or Bex, so a Norwegian up against an Englishman. That should be an interesting one, because you also said that Andrew has been basically unbeatable. You were the last person to beat Andrew.
That's right, Troy. I actually beat him 2 years ago in Cape Town in the battle for the quarterfinals.
All right, well, here we go with our first battle coming out onto the stage. Camalio and Takura.
Again, a completely clash of styles in this battle. Camalio has the typical African style, the cool juggles, the small touches, where Takura is a very athletic power mover.
Here comes the ball, and Takura will be the first to go for it.
Takura starting straight away with a combo, some alternative Michi around the world.
Spectacular control. Oh, and I said that and jinxed him right off the bat.
And the Nori clutch, there we go.
Great ball pass, and Camalio right away taking that pass and getting down to business.
Whoa. Neck stall on the back of his head is very impressive.
Difficult neck stall as well, not using the nape of the neck, but actually the base of the skull, for lack of a better description. I mean, that's where it was sitting.
Camalio is the king of style.
All right, 2 blocks out of the way.
Yeah, there we go.
Starting to work the sit-in. Fantastic control in the sit-downs here. Soul spin. Oh.
Takura is known for having a fantastic flow. There you go, up in the air, up.
And a great pass off with 2 seconds to go. Again, that confidence is high for Takura. Camalio, tit for tat here, getting down. Oh, Camalio, he got down and he got busy. The pass is coming up. He's going to take every second of that, passing it off. Takura back on the ball.
Do a backflip catch.
There we go. There it is. Fantastic. The backflip catch, and it was perfect. The execution couldn't have gotten any better, and it doesn't seem the pressure is bothering him at all. He is thriving in this situation with some great style as he gets down to the sit-downs again. Look at this kid go.
It's his signature trick, the backflip catch. He always does this one, and it's a true crowd pleaser.
Great pass. Uh-oh. That could be the death drop right there for Camalio, that mistake. Great finish by Camalio, but I think that he had one too many mistakes in that set of blocks that he had. And I really have to say that Takura looked strong. He looked very strong.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Troy. I think Takura's going to take this one. He looked really confident, has a nice flow, and didn't make too many mistakes.
Let's see what the judges have to say as we wait on the decision by these 5 judges, which is also new. Traditionally, we've had only 3 judges making the decision, and now it's gone up to 5. So, style judge, Rock's right. What's he have to say? This one's going to Camalio. He likes Camalio in this one. Takura, 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 Takura the rest of the way across. This one's going to Takura, so he will move on to the quarterfinals. Amazing control from Takura here. Just looking relaxed and confident, and here comes that backflip catch. It doesn't get much better than that.
That's right. I talked about this trick with Takura. It took him 2 years to learn this.
Well, I watched Sebastian Ortiz, otherwise known as Boyko, from Colombia, and I mean, he reminds me a little bit about Takura in the way that he acts on the stage. He's very, very stylish, a lot of control. And then there's the Russian, Igor Olenik. I mean, big, tall kid, lots of control. And he's also been practicing these kick-up backflips, and I watched him in the backyard there in the training area, and I think this is going to be a good heat between these two.
Yeah, you're right. So far, Ortiz has been the great outsider of the tournament. To be really honest with you, I've never heard of him, but he's really surprising everybody with some amazing acrobatic skills.
Well, the Colombian national champion, and he definitely deserves to be here. There's no doubt about that. Oh, wow. Could that be called a rainbow to soul stall in a sit-down?
I don't even know what that's called. I've never seen this combination before.
Wow, look at that. That is a power move, if ever there was one. A little push-up on the hands to that control of the ball, and it goes over to Igor now.
Both of those tricks were completely new.
Great control as he works it around the head.
Doing some head rolls into a soul stall.
Calling that a halo still. Oh, almost losing the ball. Good that he got it back. Igor not looking too satisfied with that one block that he had. The first block for Igor could be the sign of how it's going to go for the rest of the way for him if he doesn't throw that one out of his mind and just focus on the next two.
I think he's a bit intimidated by the Colombian guy.
Just amazing control. Really creative style, really individual style. A lot of new tricks in his blocks, so this is tough. This is a tough one for Igor.
Very clean sit downs, very nice. And he was responding by doing exactly the same trick.
Nice transition from the sit down. Hey, and there it is. That's what we saw him practicing in that training area. That worked out perfectly and right on time as well. Oh my goodness! The backflip, the snatch, and we got two guys in this competition that have that trick nailed. Boyka, wow! Last block of 30. This one goes to Igor. He's really got to work this last block.
He's going for the hard combo now.
He's got to stick in the judge's mind with this last 30 seconds here. And I like the fact that he's keeping that ball facing the judges during this. Oh, but that's it. I think that's it for Igor right there. Too many mistakes in his run.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm pretty sure this one's going to go to Boyka. Try and picture this though. If it does go to Boyka, it's going to be Takura and Boyka going up against each other. Holy smokes, folks. That is going to be a killer. Look at that. Igor with flashes of greatness in this one with that great, I don't even, what's it called anymore? Backflip with the hand, the back.
Exactly. It was almost like Ilukek was a little intimidated by the Colombian because he started so well.
And I got to admit, I think that maybe his backflip snatch was a little bit cleaner than Takura's.
It was, but it wasn't executed in the same way. Takura did it catching in the air, and he started it on the floor, so Takura one was actually a little bit harder.
There's that power move. Look at it, he's holding himself up just with his fingers, and the pass off.
Very impressive.
Perfect. The Colombian looks confident. Funny time for the nerves to come out for the Colombian though. His heart's pounding. Igor knows he's out. The Colombian's got it. One call for Igor and 4 for Boyka. So Boyka will battle against Takura. Wow. I'm looking forward to that one, Daniel. I got to tell you, that is going to be exciting.
It's going to be a classic. I'm really, really looking forward to this one. We have a quarterfinal. Amazing.
Yeah, the first quarterfinal is going to just set the tone for the rest of the evening, I think. All right, battle number 3 coming up. This one is going to be Unequalled going up against Avalos.
This is the first time Mikolaj is qualified for the World Finals. This is actually Avalos' 3rd time, so he's a real veteran when it comes to Rebel Street Style.
Avalos was in South Africa.
And in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sao Paulo. Sorry,
Sao Paulo and Cape Town. All right. Mikolaj is going to start things off. Moving quick, not slowing down at all, keeping that ball moving. Transition to transition. Trick to trick.
Oy.
Wow!
No touch.
Well, I gotta say, Daniel, I mean, he filled that 30 seconds. What's he got left for us with 2 more blocks to go? Avalos with a backflip.
Very clean uppers by Avalos.
Great control. Almost looks like he was setting up for something there, and then he brought it down, slowed it down a little bit for the last 5-10 seconds of his block here. And that will be the pass off. 2 really good starts for these guys. This is a pretty evenly matched heat, I think.
Oh, very nice. To a kickflip. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh.
Very
Question is
strong
now,
battle.
did he mean to do that, or did he want to go in and around in the shirt?
No, he was meant to do that, absolutely.
Avalos back on it now for his second block. All right, well, I think I can count it as one mistake each for these guys. Still a really evenly matched heat. And there's that one instance where the guys are allowed to use their hands to start the ball spinning.
Exactly, that's allowed, yeah. You can start spinning the ball on your hands, but that's the only exception. Amazing combo by Nikolai. Combos like this take years of practice.
And yet they make it look so easy. The head bonk on the ball, the front flip. Avalos takes it over with the last 30 seconds going to Avalos. He's going to have to utilize this as best he can. Holding onto the ball with that back flip again. Nice control.
Almost.
I'd like to see him try that one more time within the time limit. Wow, great finish right there.
Great battle, great battle.
That's a tough call. I don't even know where I would go with this one. I would hate to be a judge at this particular moment in time.
I think Nikolai showed slightly more variation in this battle, but it is a very tough one. The hardest one so far. You can even see Avalos is impressed by this one.
All right, here we go. Judge's decision coming up for these two guys. Nikolai, and Nikolai. A full pull for the Russian, the Pole. So he is going to go to battle number 10 in quarterfinal number 2.
Amazing battle.
Number 4 coming up. Fabian Duro going up against Christian Montes. Montes, an interesting character, I think, in this one. It's almost like he has that nervous energy coming onto the stage, and then once he starts to ball, once he starts to do his freestyle run, it all calms down. You can see it in his face. He just sort of becomes a blank sheet. It's quite strange.
Yeah, you're right. He's very consistent. Very good freestyler.
Giovanni is his nickname. All right, we're going to start off with Fabian Duro from Albania.
This is also his first time at the World Finals. Giovanni was in the top 16 last time as well. Some shin juggles, to heel juggles. Fabian seems a bit nervous. Yeah.
So here we go. Watch his face. That is if we get a picture of his face.
Oh, he was going for the double there. Fabian is going for a specialty now, it's the rollers. There we go.
Wow.
Nobody can do it like he does it.
That is seriously impressive. I think he needs to work on his routines and these blocks a little bit more, though, because it looks like he's repeating a lot of the stuff that he already did in the first block.
Yeah, you're right. Fabian is one of those freestylers that's technical, very, very good, but he has to work on his attitude and his stage performance.
Uh-oh. Giovanni having to crab walk to catch up to the ball as he goes to some soul juggling.
Very nice.
Hip up. Next stall. Oh.
Very smooth, shin to shin stall.
Ball almost got away from Giovanni on the pass. Going for some push-ups. Seriously focused in this round of 16 battle here. Battle number 4. Good battle. Few mistakes by the Albanian. I kind of think this one's going to go to Giovanni.
I'm not too sure, Troy. I'm not too sure.
Well, I mean, they both had their mistakes in the battle. I think it's anybody's guess, but I think that the technicality and the style just edges a little bit more towards Giovanni. Let's see what the judges have to say.
This is his signature trick. There we go. Flying Abdullah.
You got to be relaxed to do that one. I don't know. I can hear my neck cracking just watching it.
There's no glue attached to his head.
Fabian. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That wouldn't have been my call. But hey, Fabian moves on. So the Albanian will go up against Nikolai in the quarterfinal number 2. Next battle coming up, battle number 5. Daniel Dennehy, Dan the Man from Ireland, going up against Othmane JDD from Morocco.
That's right, Ireland versus Morocco. For both, it's the first time at the World Finals.
Nice choice of shirts. Dan the Man, representing the old tie-dye school.
That's it. Dan is one of those freestylers that enjoys a lot being on stage. He's a good rapper as well, by the way.
Oh, putting the challenge down right away. In hockey, we would call that beaking.
Yeah. It's all part of the game. Yeah, Dan looks very relaxed always. Very clean style on us around the world.
Wow.
Very nice.
2 whistles. Othmane now with the ball. Struggling a little bit as he gets into the sit-downs.
Making a few mistakes here. B-boy style.
I like how Dan the Man occupies the middle as well. You know, he's not afraid to get center stage and just go for it.
Exactly. You can see that Altman has a lot of own tricks doing with the t-shirt. It's really a specific style. The question is it enough to beat Daniel? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dan's looking pretty strong here.
There we go.
Wow.
Eclipse.
15 seconds left for Dan the Man. And he's exhibiting some serious control.
Oh yeah.
And some impressive ability. He lost it there. He's going to let it go with about 8 seconds left in his block. And he's just going to give this to Otmane, which might have been a mistake, actually, giving Otmane and Fish a little bit more time.
That's it. Both have made quite a few mistakes in this battle. If you make a mistake, make sure you do it with a smile. It's very important in street style.
No, I think the thing is not to make it obvious, like you've been saying from the very beginning. You know, don't get angry with yourself, kick the ball into the audience, and scream at somebody. That just doesn't help anybody. So that's that. Battle number 5 between Dan the Man and Otmane. Ireland versus Morocco. It's done and dusted. Just a matter of waiting for the judges here. What's your call on this one, Daniel?
It's a very tough one. I think control is going to Daniel Dennehy. Creativity, I definitely have to go for Altman. Best trick, I'm not sure. This is going to be a really tight one. If I have to make a decision, I would say this one goes to Daniel Dennehy.
Yeah, the only problem is that last 38 seconds instead of 30 that basically Dan the Man gave to Otmane.
That's it, yeah.
And I mean, he really used them to full potential, so that could be a deciding factor here. Oh, Morocco, Ireland. Ireland. This is a 50-50 and it's going to Daniel. Dan the Man just squeaks by with a hair on his chinny chin with 3 votes to 2 from the judges. Oh, God. I thought that was going to go south on him because of that last 38 seconds.
Oh my God, this was a very, very close battle. You can see that Daniel is very, very relieved. He wasn't sure on this one.
Oh, he let out a big breath of air there with the whoo!
Absolutely.
I can't believe I got through that one. All right, next battle coming up. Soufiane El Marnisi from Belgium going up against Charlie from Argentina. Carlos Iacono.
Talking about 2 different styles. This is a great example of what freestyle is. We have Soufiane from Belgium, who started up as a street football player, turned into freestyle later on, and now does a mix of both. He's very good in ground moves. Charlie, on the other hand, is a very hardcore freestyler.
Charlie will start things off.
No touch combo, very nice. Very good style, very clean and around the ball.
I watched him earlier. He's got this one move where he traps the ball between his legs, backflips, throws the ball up in the air, comes back around, and then catches it again. It's just incredible.
Exactly, he's amazing. Charlie has one of the fastest legs in the scene. There we go, some ground moves.
Whoops.
And the freeze, very nice. He's got the flow going. Up, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Blocking tricks.
Allora io ho visto su questa lana una tipo 57 spettatori smandicolati a buon capello.
He's going for the backflip.
He didn't let the ball go on this one. I'm a little surprised here. Saving something?
High stall, high stall. Very fast, very good.
And I guess we're not calling that the turtleneck anymore, hey Daniel?
Nah. Very nice clipper. Sufjan is improving a lot lately. I've met him a lot of times and he makes big steps. You can see his confidence is very high as well.
And he matches the backflip. That is a big push. That's a big push back against Charlie. And Charlie goes for the clean.
He's like, I can do this as well. A real battle.
Nobody giving anything to anybody. Sit downs. Charlie looking really good there. I kind of think he's hoping that he can get through this without doing the backflip throw, because he's now basically let himself wide open here. And Sufjan can really get that b-boy move working for him here, as he is.
Very nice.
Look at him, he's just enjoying this now. I don't think he cares what happens at the end of this one. He's having a good time.
I think he was dedicating that one to Rockstride because it's a typical b-boy move. Very good, very good.
That was a great battle, great battle.
You can see in Charlie's body language, he's worried.
And so he should be. I mean, he has that one trick that he could have come strong with. It's a little bit of tactics here. You know, you got to choose how you're going to play this game against the guy you're going up against.
That's it, that's it. Sufjan is a very strong baller. Very good.
We'll forgive him the pink shoes because of his style.
That's right, yeah.
And these super slow-mos just really illustrate the technicality of some of these moves.
Right. I know how this feels.
3, 2, 1,
Sufjan, Charlie, Sufjan. Charlie, it's 50-50. The deciding vote goes to Sufjan. The Belgian gets it. Charlie is out. The one move that could have saved him, he didn't pull in his battle.
This is the first major upset of the tournament. You can see Sufjan is very happy. He's almost getting emotional. He's been training very hard. Amazing.
That's why we do it. All right, the very, very strong Andrew Henderson from the UK going up against Tobias Brandal, otherwise known as Bex.
That's right, because Beckham is his favorite football player.
Does Beckham still play football, or is
I
he
don't
just
know,
a
man.
superstar in New York? All right, battle number 7. Bex up against Henderson. This is the second to last battle, and these last 2 battles are going to help us fill out our quarterfinals.
It's only getting better, it's only getting better.
Only getting better. I'll tell you, I'm excited about that first quarterfinal, though.
Andrew is the favorite for the tournament among the freestylers. Let's see what this brings.
Beck starting things off, and I mean,
Oh yeah, there we go.
you don't get any more Norwegian than this guy. Blonde hair, blue eye, good looking, tall, well built. I mean, you know,
He looks like a true Viking, but he's got the skills as well.
absolutely.
His absolute strength are his lower body combos. He executes them very well.
Passes it off.
Andrew.
So focused.
Andrew is a true professional. He lives for a sport, absolutely.
Well, you were also mentioning to us earlier on, too, that a lot of these guys aren't actually pro freestylers, that a lot of them have other jobs they do. They don't focus on just the sport. A lot of them are going to college or university. So the guys that are really pro, such as yourself, you know, it's earning a living with freestyling.
That's right, yeah. It's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, it's not like normal football where you make millions of dollars. It's not like that. But a lot of guys actually make a decent living out of this sport, and yeah, it's very good. They can focus purely on what they love doing, freestyling.
Beck's working his sit downs now. Oh, look at that handstand with the stall, the neck stall. Double around the world. I'm just coming in late with these calls. Totally, they're so fast. Henderson back at it now.
He's going to try a 3 revolution trick. There we go, yes.
Oh, just loses it. Let's see if he can get one more here.
Whoa.
Wow.
Andrew is very all-round. He can do almost every trick.
He seemed pretty stoked with that last.
Oh, he did the triple, the pole around the world. Amazing. Bex is looking very strong.
This is a tight battle. Could it be that Bex is going to be the other guy that's going to pull Henderson down?
It all depends on Andrew's last 30 seconds.
Well, he's got the advantage of those last 30 seconds. That last block belongs to Henderson. And here it comes. Let's see what he's got for us, Daniel. Oops. That's nice sportsmanship from Bex, by the way. I like that.
Oh, a new trick.
And that's Henderson's own, I guess, ear stall there when he goes up into that handstand. That's his own variation. Wow, he just got that one catch. Just got it. Tough call, couple mistakes by both the guys, ball getting away from both the guys. And again, I would not want to be a judge.
No, this is a very, very tough call. Bex was looking very strong in his second part of the battle, but Andrew started off very nice. Oh, completely new trick, Troy. I've never seen this before.
That was like an around the world coming from a rainbow almost. It was crazy. And the triple, the Kale.
Very stylish.
Really similar styles as far as their legs are concerned, though.
Yeah, they do similar lower body combos, but Andrew is doing a lot of more variations, transitions, and unique and creative stuff.
All right, judge's decision here. Let's see what our jury has to say about this battle number 7.
3, 2, 1.
Andrew Bex. 2 more judges to go. Bex, another 50-50 draw. Andrew just gets it. I don't think he can believe it. I don't think he can believe it.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing.
So Andrew Henderson sneaks by Bex. Both of them so strong in that. And it just really, I think, like we've been saying all night long, it's just coming down to counting the mistakes. That's all the judges can do. All right, last battle in the round of 16. Daniel, coming up, battle number 8. It is Gunther against Sian. This is the battle that many of the ballers and a lot of people that know the sport have been waiting to see for a long time.
That's right. This, for me, is actually the battle of the night. Because Gunther is from Italy, he has the crowd behind him, and Sian is the title defender from 2008. So both are very, very strong ballers.
A little bit of drama, set-up drama, I don't know what you want to say, but a little bit of drama between these two because of a decision by Sian when he was a judge at one point. And Gunther didn't agree with it, so we'll see if that comes to the stage here or what's going to happen. But these two guys, this is going to be a battle.
This is going to be showtime. I'm ready. Bring it on.
All right.
Starting with some uppers around the moon.
And he also likes to taunt the other guys. Even in the training yard, he was taunting every other baller out there. He was particularly giving Avalos a hard time back there. It was funny to watch.
Yeah, he is very Italian.
Yeah, and at one point Avalos just turned his back on him, and then Gunther moved on to another guy and was taunting everybody, you know? Playing that tactical game well before the competition begins.
That's it. Very nice around the world, yes.
Sian is looking relaxed.
Yeah, he is.
And when he's relaxed, he's dangerous.
Sian is one of those few freestylers that's actually better on stage than in practice. He has like a turbo mode he puts on when he's on stage.
We just saw the sign, Allez, Sian!
There we go, no touch combo, specialty, alternative to Zani around the world.
That's almost like double legs right now.
This is amazing.
And the audience is...
He is the only one to go.
10 seconds left in his block, and he's giving the ball away to Sian. That is crazy.
He feels confident. Some ground moves.
Oh, the taunting just continues between these two superstars of freestyle soccer.
This trick is a tribute to Mr. Wu, who created this trick.
Sian used that time well. Still 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second to go. The whistle blows. He used a full 40 seconds there.
He did.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake by Gunther to give him that much time, I think.
Sitting crossovers.
Wow. Well, it's definitely living up to its billing as the heat of the night so far.
There we go, Cap. Some uppers.
Shows a lot of all-around skill by Sian.
Like you see, Gunther is showing the judges that Sian is touching it with his hands, something that's not allowed in Rebel Street style.
Whoa! That is that. Advantage for me goes to Sian because of that extra 10 seconds that Gunther let him have. But that was a really tight battle, and you're right, absolutely top billing. And that was in the round of 16. I mean, we still got quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals to go to. I don't know if I can handle it. My heart's pounding already.
Troy, I'm very, very happy I don't have to judge this one. Because this is not just a matter of who's better, it's a matter of taste as well. Do you like the hardcore stuff? Do you like the flow stuff?
Here we're looking at those doubles around the ball, and not double with the leg, but 2 legs, no touch.
This is amazing.
This is incredible.
If you look at his calves, they're huge.
If ever there's a power move in freestyle soccer, I'd say that's it.
I'm not sure. Giving in the attitude.
Yeah, but watch the tongue from Sion if we get it in slow-mo. No, we don't get to see it. This great kip up. The little quick head juggle. Really nice. Both these guys, true competitors, true stylers.
I'm getting a bit nervous here, Troy. I don't know, what about you?
I'm going to make the call and say Sion's going to get this one. Let's see. Sion, Gunther. Oh my goodness.
We have an upset.
On my part, upset right there. Gunther takes out Sion.
Oh my God.
Folks, we have our setup. Battle 9, 10, 11, and 12, the quarterfinals. The first one's going to be Takura going up against Boyka, then Nikolai against Fabian, Dan the Man against Sufyan, and Andrew and Gunther will be battling each other in the quarterfinals. Holy smokes.
Amazing
that last
victory.
Battle was just incredible.
Ci riprendiamo un attimo di pausa. Io direi che stiamo un po' tranquilli, non so che cosa sono
All right, well, a couple of seconds to breathe here before we get ready to go into the quarterfinal action. Do not go away, folks. We are live here in Lecce, Italy for the Red Bull Street Style World Final 2012. The third time that the World Final has happened since the beginning of the Red Bull Street Style. And what a fantastic setting we have here in Lecce. We're going to take a bit of a pause here. Let some music play. We'll see a couple of videos. We'll talk Trickopedia and tricks from a couple of the guys, and then we'll come back to the quarterfinals.
I'm Andrew Henderson from the UK, and this is the Henderson Side Store. The reason why I call this trick the Henderson Side Store is because I invented it. The longer you hold the handstand, the cooler it looks.
Hi, I'm Pradeep Ramesh from India. This is the arm chopper. The final one, you juggle by hitting it a little more upward, and then you rotate the hand 2 times before the hand falls.
I'm Takura from Japan. This is back grip catch.
Hey, this is Loco from Dubai, and this is the headstand roll clutch. You do a freeze, which is the headstand freeze. This trick is done by the end of a set, where you try to impress the judges.
Mi nombre es Cristian Giovanni, soy de México. Esto es Eclipse.
Well, there you have it, folks. Some Trictionary for you, so you get an idea of what some of these guys are doing. Some of those are original tricks. All in all, pretty cool. Let's take a look at some of the tricks we've seen so far. Talk us through these ones.
Yeah, right now we see Kamalia do some blocking tricks with a very nice style. He is famous for his subtle touch. He's very smooth. Takura doing some sitting crossovers. He's looking very focused. And there we go, the back flip in slow-mo. It's very difficult because you have to time it exactly right up in the air.
Look at that setting, Daniel. Fantastic. You got rap artists on stage right now. I mean, it is just a beautiful town here, Lecce. It's not really huge. 95,000 inhabitants for Lecce and the surrounding area. But all in all, really nice area. All good. The Red Bull Street Style World Final touches down in the Florence of the South, Lecce, Italy. For the third time in its brief history, the best ballers in the world gather once again to compete for the coveted title of World Champion in Freestyle Football. The Roman Amphitheater near Santo Ronzo Square will be the staging ground for the head-to-head battles. Troy Mannering here, and privileged to be joined by a freestyler who competed in the last two World Finals, Daniel Rosenboom. Daniel, welcome.
Thanks, Roy. Yeah, man, I am very excited to see all these athletes in action today. We have had 50 national champions who have come across all over the world to compete here in Lecce, and now we're down to the top 16 men and 4 women who's going to try to make it all the way to the big finale.
16 players have qualified for the Red Bull Street Style World Finals. It's head-to-head. The winner goes on. The loser is out of the competition. The rules are as simple as 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes, 2 players, 1 ball. After 30 seconds, the player has to pass the ball to the other player. There are 5 judges who watch closely. The player who wins at least 3 elements moves on to the next team.
It's as simple as that, Daniel. 3 minutes, 2 players, 1 ball, 30-second blocks, and we are going to see some fantastic action here as we get into quarterfinal action. Our first battle coming up will be between Takura and Boyka, but before that, we're going to take a look at the judges. These guys have the egregious job of having to choose between the very, very talented ballers out there, and we have a special judge there that is none other than Fabio Cannavaro for creativity, Italian football superstar and guest judge here, well suited to choose a world champion because he is a world champion from the FIFA World Cup back in 2006 and also holds a record for most appearances with the national team with 136. So, I mean, he knows what he's talking about when he's talking about champions and being a champion. And so glad to have him here in the mix, watching these freestylers do their thing. As I was saying, we've got a lot of really fantastic freestylers. Takura, Boyka, Mikolai, Fabian, Dan the Man, Sufyan, Andrew, and Günther. Those are our blockings, or our blocks, coming up for the quarterfinals, and we're going to go backstage here, I believe. Oh no, excuse me, here's the roster. So there you see the first round there, that was the round of 16. Now we are looking at the quarterfinals. The top battler from each of these heats will move on to the semifinal and then down to the final. 2 very exciting heats to look for. Andrew Henderson going up against Günther, that's number 4. And number 1, Takura and Ortiz, or Takura and Boyka going up against each other. I'm really looking forward to seeing that first heat, Daniel.
Yeah, so do I, Troy. It's going to be great.
And there we go. Takura and Boyka going up against each other. Now, we saw these guys earlier on in their round of 16 battles, and I mean, their styles are incredibly similar. They both have that backflip snatch, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go up against each other.
Yeah, you're right. Both are 2 very strong ballers. They both have a very similar style. So I think it's going to get down to who makes the less mistakes.
And that's really what we've been talking about a lot during the competitions, the least amount of mistakes. I mean, the level is so high that the judges can only do that one thing, and that's count the mistakes in these battles. There's no other way to do it. Otherwise, you'll just go crazy trying to keep up with it. All right.
Let's
Boyka
go.
starts off with the ball.
Putting some flavor into it. Straight into the backflip catch.
He got that one out early in the first block, and I think that's a really important sign showing Takura that he does have it and that he's not the only guy out there that can do it.
Exactly.
Great control, moving the ball down in that handstand, using his legs only. Passing the ball off now to Takura. Let's see if Takura brings the backflip straight away in the run or if he goes for it a little bit later.
Okay, he starts off with the world combo here, very nice. Eclipse. There we go.
Oh! Adding something new in here. We didn't see that before.
That's
the
right.
backflip ball toss, and he manages to catch it up and keep the control. Second block now for Boyka.
No touch combo. B-boy style.
B-boy style, yes. And the fair pass over to Takura. He's also throwing in the B-boy style. I mean, these two guys are going tit for tat here. Nobody's holding back. Nobody's slowing down.
The crowd is loving it.
Some great grab jump throughs there by Takura, also keeping control of the ball while he's doing that. First mistake there by Boyka.
You can tell he's loving being on stage. He enjoys the atmosphere. There we go.
You're right, that is a very different kind of backflip catch. He takes it from his head instead of having it fly. So let's see if Takura brings the back. There it is! He tosses it straight away, and it is head-to-head battle here. I mean, this is great. This is fantastic.
It's full on. There we go, up in the air, a freeze. 2 soul spin.
And that is all she wrote for quarterfinal number 1, Daniel. As predicted, a fantastic battle between those two. That is going to be ultra difficult. I have to say, I give a bit of an advantage to Takura here because of that one small mistake where Boyka let the ball get away from him.
No, I agree with you, Troy. I think Takura is going to take this one, but both showed a very, very high level of freestyle today here in Lecce.
And that was just an absolutely perfect toss. And here, there's the ball toss, and then he has to run a little bit to catch up with it, but still he got it, kept the control, and there's the b-boy action from Boyka. Fantastic control there as he holds the ball. All right, judges' decision time. 5 judges taking care of a few different categories. The overall best trick control style. Takura takes it. Sebastian or Boyka and Takura, 4-1 here for Takura. So Takura moves on to the semi-final.
You can see that Takura shows a lot of respect to his opponent by not cheering too much.
So Boyka eliminated from competition, going up against Takura, and Takura has his celebration in the tunnel leaving as he gets some high fives, and we move on to our next battle, quarterfinal number 2. Daniel up against Fabian. Fabian, the new guy.
That's it.
And Mikolaj, Daniel's nickname.
Mikolaj is a very creative bowler from Poland. Fabian is more of a traditional football juggler style freestyler. And yeah, it will be great.
Well, it's Fabian's first world final. So I imagine that the fact that he has moved on to the quarterfinal says, A, a lot about his skills, but is also going to play a little bit of havoc on his thought process. His nerves are probably full on at this point. Fabian will start it off.
Shin juggles. Straight into his specialty, the rollers. There we go.
Nikolai right there with him, though, sitting down. Just relax. A little bit of the character coming out now. Nice to see that.
Absolutely.
I think that helps maybe relieve a bit of the nervousness.
I think he got a lot of self-confidence from the battle before this one.
And confidence plays such a huge role in this. Each guy's made one ball release mistake here, so I think we're pretty even at this point. Nikolai trying the same action with the ball in his head. Doesn't quite have it the way that Fabian does. Double around the world. Oops.
Very nice. Shin stall.
Incredible control, passes it off. This is also a pretty evenly matched battle, I would say.
360 around the world. You can see that Nikolai is really trying to be creative in this battle, but he's making a few mistakes.
Well, could we see an upset here with Fabian going to the semi-final? May well be. Fabian looking pretty good. It's almost looking like he's been saving stuff here. Wow.
Really old school juggling.
Well, he used every ounce of that 30 seconds. The last 30-second block goes to Nikolai.
Oh, very nice. I think the creative vote is going to Nikolai on this one.
There we go.
I think Nikolai won the battle on that last trick. That was amazing.
Quarter number 2 out of the way, and you're making the call. And Nikolai, I'm going to go with Fabian here. I just like the underdog sometimes. You know?
All right. Let's see. Very nice Nori clutch.
All right, time for the judge's decision. So you're going with Nikolai, I'm going with Fabian. Should we put a wager on this one?
Maybe not.
I'll give you a bottle cap if you win. Nikolai, Fabian. Nikolai gets it. Yeah. 4-1 for Nikolai. You made that call.
I should have bet it.
You should have bet. All right, so we're halfway through quarterfinal action here. I gotta tell you, I am excited to see quarterfinal number 4, but before that, we got to get to quarterfinal number 3 that's coming up here with Dan the Man going up against Soufine.
Ireland versus Belgium.
And we saw a real emotional Soufine leave the playing field, leaving the stage after that round of 16 win. It almost looked like he was surprised that he got through to the next round.
That's it. 2 years ago, he was also at the World Finals, but he didn't make it to the top 16. So I think the fact that he made it to the top 16 was already such an achievement that he wasn't expecting anything more.
Did I just see a high, Mom?
Let's see if Daniel can show some Brazilian flavor. Although he's from Ireland, his mom is from Brazil, so maybe he can bring in some joga bonito here.
All right, well, Dan the Man starting things off.
Nice transition.
Oh, that's a huge mistake for Dan the Man.
Yeah, was going for the no-touch combo, but he missed it. There we go again.
Whoa.
Very nice transition. Soufine going for the ground moves again, his specialty.
I don't know if I'd want to play soccer against this guy. He'd make me dizzy, undress me, go around, and then score the goal. That would just be an ugly
I've
scene.
tried it.
Nah.
He's too good.
I'd have to pull a potty check on him just to get the ball away.
Exactly.
Good clean start for Soufine.
Oh, very nice, to the side of his foot. Very nice transition to standing. 360 around the world.
Great ball control. Uh-oh. All right, so we got an even match now, I think, with the both of them losing the ball fairly significantly one time.
It's going to be a very close battle again. At this level, it's all about the details, Troy. It's very hard.
Soufine looks like he's enjoying himself, though.
I think Daniel has to pull out a big one now.
We saw this before. During the qualification, he was using that
there we go.
quite a lot.
E quindi, come abbiamo detto tanti, diciamo bomba, bomba, bomba.
That's an interesting new move there.
Yep.
Ed è pronto a esplodere così, con questa combo. Mamma mia.
Very good flow by Soufine.
It's almost like you have to be hard keyboard, hard baller in order to get anywhere with the way that the level is now. It's just amazing. Dan the Man and Soufine, quarterfinal number 3. Tough call.
Tough call. I think I'm going for Soufine in this one. Soufine is showing a lot of confidence. I think he's going to take it back to Belgium.
Soufine, Daniel. Daniel gets it with 3. Soufine's got 2. Daniel moves on.
That's it. To be really honest with you, I didn't see this one coming.
I would have made the call the other way as well.
So did I.
I'm with you on that one. I agree with you completely. All right, last battle coming up. This should be a crazy one. Andrew versus Gunther. So Andrew Henderson, who has been pretty much undefeated for the last 2 years, is going up against a very, very strong hometown boy in Gunther Celli.
I think Gunther is planning to change that.
Well, we'll see right now as they come out. And this crowd just got on their feet.
You can see Gunther is ready. He's fit for fight.
Although Andrew looks pretty relaxed, he looks ready to go as well. Ball is in play. Ignoring the ball to bring the hat up, and then
he's going for the crowd pleaser. Yeah.
Wasn't there a rule about props in the...
Well, as long as it's closed, so a cap is okay.
Okay, but you can't use a pin or something like that.
No, you cannot bring a rope skipping or anything like that, no. It doesn't always have to be the most hardest trick that actually looks the best. Andrew starting with a Magellan here. Roller. Andrew's strength is that he actually can do a lot of tricks. He doesn't really have a weakness.
Well, you said he had like 500 tricks in his trick book.
It's
That's
unbelievable. He has a whole book full with tricks. Gunther's going for the hardcore combo now. There we go. 1, 2.
Wow. Needed a little bit of floor work there. Could this be the toss? No, he's not going to bother. He's going to go down to some sit-downs. Good pass off by Gunther. Andrew takes over again. He's got the kip up as well. Nice. Man, the style between these two guys is just amazing.
There we go. Very nice transition. Andrew's looking very focused.
I'm still waiting for that catch toss or that snatch toss up backflip from Gunther. Well, we might get it here. Wait. He's gonna have to save it for the last one. Oh! And off with the shoe.
Whoa, what was that?
He just took his shoe off in the middle of a move.
This is a great battle.
Yeah, it's
They're
a really
really batting.
good one. I agree with you there completely, Daniel. Gunther not opting to use that big power move he's really, I think he's depending on getting through to the semifinals or maybe even the final to pull that move off.
That's if he gets there.
That's the question. And going up against Andrew, this was a real good close battle between these two guys. Slightly different styles, nevertheless, quality freestyle here.
I think this one is going to Andrew Henderson.
Watch the shoot. And wonk. There's
Very nice. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, new style, a little bit of fun.
Yep.
It's like you say, you know, creativity.
It's all about coming up with new stuff.
But I like the fact that Andrew didn't let him have that one, grabbed the shoe, went and played with it. Let's see if the judges agree. Andrew, Gunther. Whoa, Gunther, 50-50. It's coming down to the overall. we've both been denied here. Gunther takes this one. So he has another chance to pull off that big power move, and that's the second person since you to beat Andrew.
Unbelievable. A lot of respect for Gunther of taking out Andrew here. Andrew is one of the strongest bowlers around.
That was a big battle, as expected. Another great one. Gunther can celebrate here, absolutely deserving it.
Ok, tra poco ci saranno le semifinali. Per cui cosa facciamo? Andiamo, ci prendiamo un caffè, facciamo qualcosa, no? Ma sì, qualcosa di tradizionale italiano mi piacerebbe vederlo. Beviamo un caffè. Magari.
So we are through with the quarterfinals, semifinals block up looking like this. Takura will go up against Mikolai, and then semifinal number 2 will be Dan the Man against Gunther. Two really excellent semifinals, and I'm looking forward to that. And we are going to have the judges, a little interview about the judges coming up right now.
There are 5 judges. They each have a specific task to judge. Fabio Cannavaro is looking for creativity.
Come detto prima, da Napoli, una città molto creativa, dove è molto importante la parte della creatività. Mi hanno scelto me e spero di non deludere stasera.
Pale Schollander is looking for best trick.
As a freestyler myself, I can do most of the tricks, so I know which one is the hardest.
Mr. Wu is looking for control.
I can see which is the difficult, what is the more harder. Maybe you can, but maybe I can.
Rox Wright is looking for style.
It's like with breaking is how well you flow, how natural your style looks. And I'm going to try and have the same approach to here. It's like how natural do you look with the ball.
Sofiane Tozani is looking for overall impression.
If you have a structure, strong begin, then do your thing, some combos or anything, and then a finish. I like that.
All right, so those were our 5 judges, including our guest judge, and that is Fabio Cannavaro. Those guys have about the hardest job on the weekend, I would say, Daniel. And I mean, you were judging during the qualifications before you had to come up and join me up here the next day after, and I mean, you know, it's got to be a little difficult to watch these guys do such a good job on the stage and then have to say, yeah, you were better than him.
Yeah, I can tell you, Troy, the pressure is on. You have to make a big decision in a matter of seconds. And it's not easy, I can tell you.
All right, well, the flag presentation and show is going on stage right now. And we are going to get things organized for the semifinal. I can't believe how quickly this has gone by. And it's really true what they say about time flies when you're having fun. There's been a ball so far, pardon the pun. I mean, really, these guys just making it so fun and so interesting to watch all the way through the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. And now coming up to the semifinals here live in Lecce, Italy, and let's look who's going to be going up into the semifinals here as we get the roster. So there you go, that was the round of 16, and then into the quarterfinal, the round of 8, and our top 4 ballers going into the semifinal, and it is Takura going up against Mikolai in semi number 1. Semi number 2 is Dan the Man from Italy going up against Gunther. Excuse me, Dan the Man from Ireland. I said Italy.
That's it, that's it.
All right, Takura, Mikolai. This should be a very interesting battle. Opposing styles, if ever there were opposing styles. All right, folks, semi-final number 1 on the way to the stage. It is down to 2 battles to determine who is going to be going on to the big show here at this 2012 Red Bull street style world final. The third time in street style history, this time coming from Lecce in the south of Italy. And we start straight away with Nikolai.
He starts off very strong with a no-touch combo. A no-touch combo is when you do a trick and you do the second trick after it without touching the ball. So you go straight into the second trick.
So you're basically depending on that first touch of the ball, putting the ball in exactly the right position to make sure that you can come around to do that no touch and get back and be there for it.
Exactly, it's all about timing and speed.
Well, we've seen that Nikolai definitely has the timing and the speed. Let's see how the very different style of Takura comes into play here. Although, right now, he's matching Nikolai.
He's doing a very nice eclipse combo. Freeze.
Confidence, giving away the ball early.
Both are looking very, very strong.
Uh-oh, big mistake by Nikolai.
Very nice transition by Takura.
Takura looking super strong here. So far, no mistakes by the young man from Japan. All right there, though. I'd say we can say these guys are fairly even at this point. Whoop.
Faking a backflip, very nice.
Sit downs now, and he loses the ball again. I think a lot of nerves are starting to play here. His confidence is starting to wane a little bit.
The pressure is on, definitely.
Last 30 seconds going to Takura. He needs to pull that backflip snatch. Oh! Comboed it up this time. He's been saving some stuff. Coming closer to the final. I think my prediction might be right that Takura is going to go into this final.
You might be right, Troy. You might be right.
Well, there's a few guys back in the back office that are going to be eating crow later on if he does make it to the final. What a good finish by Takura. My call still the stronger one. 3-4 mistakes by Nikolai. Unfortunate for the big guy from Poland, but I mean, that's the way it goes. The nerves take over sometimes, and they just don't let you go. But Takura looking super confident, super clean. Made one mistake, as I could see it in that battle. But look at this combo right here. The back handspring, the back flip release, and then he comes back, finds the ball, and catches it. Nice. I mean, that is just incredible.
That's it. The creativity vote might go to Nikolai. I think Takura's taking the other 4.
All right, well, let's see if that's actually the case as we wait for our jury, our judges, to make their final decision. Here's the countdown, and Takura. It is a sweep for the Japanese youngster. Wow, that was an incredible amount of control from Takura, and he just took that one home.
Absolutely. After not making it to the top 16 last year, he came back strong and he made it all the way to the big final.
Next battle coming up, Dan the Man against the local boy, Gunther. And I mean, you know this audience is going to explode if Gunther takes out Dan the Man, which is entirely possible. I'd say advantage at this point goes to the Italian.
We'll see, we'll see. Dan hasn't really showed his signature trick yet, so maybe if he can pull that off, who knows, who knows.
Yeah, It's gonna be a tough one. I mean, he's got to make the call. Is he feeling confident enough to make it happen or not? I don't know. I'm surprised that he didn't pull it off earlier, but it is a huge trick. So if he can do it, he will be a dominant player here. Dan the man, starting things off, looking pretty good so far. Great ball control.
There we go. Transition, very nice.
And that's a big factor for the judges as well. How well do the guys transition from, you know, lower body work, upper body work to sit downs?
Exactly, that's a big part of the style factor as well. If you transit it nicely between the different disciplines of freestyle, you make it look way better and more smooth.
Somebody I think is really great at the transitions is Andrew. I mean, he just has fantastic transition. You don't even know he's on the floor before you see him down there doing his next set of tricks.
You're right, it's absolutely a specialty.
All right, Gunther kept that one strong. Dan the man. Blindfold ball spin, and that's a soul spin, but on the backside. That's tough.
That's
it. Creativity playing here.
Toe bounce heel, very nice. Dan, the style is looking very relaxed. Into the no-touch combo, there we go.
The pass off. Is that a mistake or a pass off? But he played it off really well, so that's pretty good. And the no-touches, just amazing from Gunther.
The crowd is going wild.
Signor Celli. And again, throwing the ball away with 10 seconds to spare. 10 seconds, in my opinion,
he did the swirl
to really play and get that one trick that he wants to do. I don't understand his logic here, but it seems to be working for him, so I'm not going to argue with it.
That's right, yeah.
Dan the man just gave it back to him with that extra 10 seconds, so this could be the time. He's got to make it happen here if he's going to do it at all in this battle. I'd say it's pretty close. A mistake there by Gunther in this semifinal. We got to figure out who's going to go up against Takura for the big show.
He stopped slightly early there.
They got the whistle, got a little bit confusing there, I think, for those two guys. We're going to get some slow-mo action. This is a tough call. I don't really know where to go with this one.
It's a very difficult one.
I kind of think Dan had better ball control overall, but some of these really big moves like these no-touches were just amazing from Gunther.
It also depends if the judge for best trick sees all these combos as one trick or as a set of tricks.
And that's something else that we should mention to our viewing audience here. There will be a best trick awarded at the end of the competition. So once everything is said and done and dusted, the G-Shock Best Trick Award will be given before the award ceremony. So these guys have that in mind as well.
We've seen quite a few, so that one is hard as well.
Dan the man. Advantage so far for him. Gunther, the Italian, giving it to the Italian. A little bit of home pride. It's 50-50 here, folks. Where's it going to go? It's going to go to Daniel. Oh, my goodness. Can we call this an upset?
Absolutely. This is a major upset. I don't even think Daniel believes this himself. Oh my God.
Dan the man is going to go to the final against Takura. Wow, that is going to be super interesting. Before that final, though, we're going to have what's called a small final or a consolation final for third place. And that is going to be between Nikolai and Gunther. That was unexpected. Not what the people here in Lecce wanted to see, but it's happening. It's happening. So we've got our two finals ready to go shortly. shortly. And before that, we are going to have an absolute superstar of BMX Flatland come out onto the stage here. Vicky Gomez. He has been world champion in Flatland before, and this guy, where we talking about incredible skill with the ball and control with the ball, this guy has incredible skill and control with the bike. So let's sit back and enjoy the show on stage with Vicky Gomez from Spain.
Solitamente hanno uno spazio almeno doppio per eseguire queste acrobazie. Andiamo a ritmo, ok, a ritmo.
All right, we are backstage with the guys in Takura. You can see him, he's watching the battle that he had earlier on with Nikolai, and the other battle that he knows he's going to have to go up against Dan the Man. He's doing a little bit of research on his tablet there, so, I mean, he's definitely got the tactic in mind for going out there and taking this thing home.
Absolutely, like a true Japanese, he's using technology to observe his opponent.
And there are the rest of the guys sitting back down there, watching everything as it progresses. Vicky Gomez put on a real nice show for the audience here. One of the innovators in BMX Flatland actually has a bike company with a couple of other Flatlanders. So, I mean, they've progressed the sport in a big way, like you guys have the sport of freestyle soccer. And now we are coming down to the small final, or the consolation final. It's tough to call this one because, you know, the guys are coming out there and they're going to have to do the best they can possibly do, but it's for third place. It's a really hard position to be in, especially for a guy like Günther. As we take a look there at another superstar of football, Edgar David. He brought the Montaball here, and I mean the Montaball specially designed for freestyle soccer. So I mean everything technology-wise is developing in a really good direction for this sport.
Exactly. The street ball is actually a ball with slightly more grip, because like you see a lot of the guys do a lot of blocking tricks, and yeah, it is much better for freestyle than a regular ball.
All right, here we go. Our small final guys are on stage. This is Nikolai going up against Günther for third place.
Let's see if Günther actually can change his mindset, because he lost just his semi-final.
All right, Günther's going to start things off here, and I think now, if ever, he's going to have to pull off that backflip release and catch. Gets straight into it with those no-touch. And he is attacking this one like he should have done, I think, in the earlier heats, to be honest with you.
He looks very energetic in this one. Oh my God, he's responding with exactly the same combo as Günther is trying. Some rollers.
These two guys are playing with each other now. I mean, they're letting it go early each time. A little bit of that b-boy style on top of the ball. Man, I really hope Gunther does this trick. I mean, for his sake as well as for mine. I want to see it again, you know?
Some b-boy style.
Oh. Again, passing it off early. Nikolai back with it. Oh!
The 720 around the world. Very creative.
Nice combos there as well. Transitions up and lets the ball go. Gunther back at it now. Wow, nice. Looks like Gunther not opting for his trick at all during these competitions, which I'm a little bit surprised by. But on the other hand, maybe he wanted to show that he could hang with the best without having to pull off a big move like that. I just don't know where his headspace is with this one. Good finish by Nikolai. I kind of have to say I'm going to give this one to him. I think the Polish guy will take third place overall today after that one. It almost looks like Gunther gave up after that first block.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on this one. I think Nikolai did really well. There was a few mistakes, but Gunther had a few drops as well. Yeah, we'll see, but I think Nikolai will take this one.
In freestyle BMX, it's called dabs.
Dabs. The good old t-shirt trick.
All right, judges' decision for third place in our competition today. Let's see where it goes. Gunther, and Nikolai. Well, not what I thought, but Gunther will take third place overall today in the competition. I'm sure he's not completely satisfied with that, but he can't be bent out of shape about it either.
Vabbè ragazzi, questa è la finale mondiale. L'ultima battle per Red Bull Street Style.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those two gentlemen right there that you are looking at on your screen, Taro Takura and Daniel Denny, otherwise known as Dan the Man and Takura, are up in the final. This is it. This is what we have been waiting for all day long. And I am surprised how quickly it's gotten here, Dan. I mean, we've seen some fantastic heats leading to this point, and this is the final. This is what it comes down to. We are going to crown a new world champion at the 2012 Red Bull Street Style World Final. The battle between two opposing styles are really quick and technical, but also has the big moves. Takura against a very technical Dan the Man.
That's it. Daniel can today he can prove if he's really the man.
We'll see, we'll see. He's got the showmanship down, but then so does Takura. Dan the Man's going to start this off. The ball cannon supplies him with the ball, and here we go.
Some heel juggles.
Whoopa! All right, Sakura on it now, starting off as he has done every battle so far. It's a formula that works for him, Daniel, absolutely.
Exactly, it brought him all the way to the final. He's looking very confident.
And I've just been informed, Dan, that inside the arena we have just over 1,500 people, and surrounding the arena, watching on the big screen and from up on the top ledges, 15,000 people. So 22,000 people watching this event.
Unbelievable.
Amazing. Dan the Man back at it. It's been clean for both of these guys so far. The only mistake by Dan the Man right off the get-go, he let the ball get away from him just a little bit, but he is right back on it here as he works the floor. Oh my goodness, and he let the ball get away again. He cannot do that against a competitor like Takura. The precision from the young Japanese man is just way too far for him to let the ball escape.
Takura is playing on the beat.
Takura lets the ball get away. Dan the Man assisting him. Very sportsmanlike. I really appreciate that as well.
Dan is going for the combo here, trying a no touch. Yes, there we go. A mistake. The carousel.
Foot juggling, brings the ball back around. Doesn't really lose control, but kind of gets away from a little bit. Last block here. This is it, the last 30 seconds
there
of competition this weekend. The backflip snatch, it doesn't work out for him. He's got to do that one again and get it clean. One more time, one more time. He's still got time. Here goes. He's got it this time. And he's got 10 seconds left. Takura, I think, is pretty much the guy that's going to take this one away. Dan the Man let the ball get away just one too many times. And Takura was clean with the exception of one, maybe two small mistakes in his battle. But what a fantastic finish to a great weekend here in Lecce, Italy.
I think this is going to give the judges a very hard time. They must be sweating right now.
Dan the Man wrapping the towel around his head. I think he knows that he's in a bit of trouble here. But I mean, you know what? Worst case scenario is Dan is going to get second place in the world. That's not a bad thing.
No, it's an amazing achievement.
A lot of discussion right now with the judges. They're having a hard time, just like you said, Daniel. They're really having a tough time making this call between two fantastic athletes, two fantastic freestylers, two fantastic ballers.
We've had 4,000 freestylers trying to qualify for this event. There's only two left. One is going to take it home.
All right, well, right now, coming down onto the stage, Fabio Cannavaro will be presenting the awards to our top three guys. He'll come down onto the stage, but before that, our judges need to have that final decision. So the world star of traditional football will present the prize for the top spot to the world star of the new generation of the beautiful game, freestyle football. The question now is, will it be Takura or will it be Dan the Man?
che scena incredibile, la discesa tra l'altro dei due super campioni di calcio che si sono molto divertiti con noi oggi, ci hanno detto che sono contentissimi di venire a vedere questi che loro stessi considerano come dei fenomeni della loro disciplina, che è una disciplina per a tutti gli effetti diversa. E allora, un po' di suspense.
The suspense is killing me up here. I can't stand it. It's taking so long for Fabio to get onto that stage. Finally, he's there.
I'm so nervous I can't even think. This is so exciting.
Well, folks, you have just witnessed live from Lecce, Italy, the Red Bull Street Style World Final 2012. And now we will find out who is the new world champion in freestyle soccer. Will it be Takura or will it be Dan the Man?
Vince il Red Bull Street Style World Finals 2012 di Lecce.
He's an infinite Takura! Japan takes the prize home, Daniel.
Yeah.
Amazing. And my reign of calling perfect shots has now gone 3 for 3. Hoo-ha! Yes! Takura is your new world champion in freestyle soccer, and you witness it here live from Lecce, Italy. Yee-hoo! So the young man, his actual name, Kataro Tokuda from Japan. The first battle of the night, we said, man, watch out for him. And look what happened. He's the world champion.
He did it.
And he can celebrate. He did do it, Daniel.
Like they would say in Japan, sugoi. Amazing. I'm speechless.
Well, he is your freestyle soccer samurai this time around. And I don't think that's sweat coming out of his eyes. I think he is absolutely beside himself, emotional as the new world champion.
A Lecce per il 2012 l'anno prossimo sarà in casa, la finale proprio in Giappone. Mamma mia! E allora ragazzi, per favore, vi chiedo, dopo che un modo di festeggiare.
Well, the celebration ensues on the stage there, Daniel, and I mean, you know, during the South African final, when the winner was announced, everybody was on stage again. You were up there, all the guys were up there. At the end of the day, you guys compete against each other, but it's the camaraderie and the sharing of tricks and helping each other out that really makes this sport so cool.
Absolutely. Like you can see, it's one big family. It seems like the guys around him are almost as happy as he is, which is a fantastic feeling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really thank you for joining us live here from Lecce, Italy for this. And we are saying goodbye. Thanks a lot for Daniel. My name is Troy. Ciao, everyone. See you next time.
Shake it, make it pop, make it lock, drop it down low. Motto hopping, bottle popping, credit card on overload. Man, what happened to my dough? Don't know where all of it goes. Let me think. Rings, bling, clothes. It ain't tricking if you got it. If I spin it, then it's not a baby. Let me push your buttons, work that ass out like Pilates. Baby, body so karate, falling like I'm got it. Drop it down low, like a kamikaze. Hey,
baby, drop it down. You know I'm with it, bass so loud. Baby, can you feel it? Just shake it, make it pop. Shake it, make it pop. Shake it, make it pop. make it pop, baby, bouncing like a 6'4". Champagne rain, shawty, don't know how to sit slow. Turn that bass up, let's make the club rock. Strobe lights, midnight, let the love pop. Okay, we rockin', taking shots, I'm in the zone. Just back that thing up, baby, girl, and drop it low. Remain dead, rockin' on the mic. Got that beat rolled up, big bottles on ice, yeah.